And we're back. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Marco, and today is April 5th, 2021. The day
Nailed
after.
Day after.
Day after what, Marco?
A Sunday. For some people, it's the Easter, the day that, or a celebration day or something. No,
Marco's not being insensitive. Marco's being pro-Greek. Greek Easter's not for another month.
Isn't this the day where people just stop caring about Jesus? Because it's like the last thing you celebrate in his life, and then he lives a whole nother life, and you don't hear anything about it. He's like 33 years old. What did he do for the last 30 years of his life?
Yeah, episode 2.
I don't think
right.
I don't think they lived.
Huh?
I don't think they lived to like 60 years in that time.
Yeah, they all did. They lived to 80.
Oh.
Not a second more.
Exactly 80. Sorry, my thing keeps moving here. Can you guys see me okay?
Yeah, we can see you. My eye was itching, so I couldn't really see you at that point. But
well, I wasn't asking if you could see me through your finger. That's in your eyeball. I was just asking if generally you guys can see me.
Yeah, no, we can see you.
All right, good.
It's a podcast, though, so people audio it, you know.
People audio it, huh?
Yep.
Are you cold, Marco? What do you got a hat on for?
I have a hat on. I have my space heater in the background. It's on. Oh wait, where is it? There. At
Marco, you're doing the weather.
It's at 72 degrees. Yeah.
Coming live from Mother's basement, we have a cold front moving in, but we're hoping by Friday it's going to warm up a little bit. So get those beach towels ready, folks.
Oh, and I have a blanket on, so.
Marco's essentially a 75-year-old woman.
Oh, don't even go over this, because now he's going to bring up all the things I said I needed and wanted when I was at his house the other day.
I actually hadn't thought of it.
Oh.
And I still don't know what you're talking about.
You know what's funny is I thought you were talking about my house. I was like, when was he at my house?
I was kind of at your house. I drove past it. But
Marina, remember to lock the doors.
No, when I said, I got by this winter, but I'm going to really need to get a brush and scraper for my car.
Marco's at the house. I live off the grid in the middle of the woods. I have to chop wood. I have to cut trees down just so my daughter can be warm. And Marco's like, I really need to prepare and get a snow brush for my car this year.
He only has one mirror on his car. Maybe fix that first.
Yeah, remember when he destroyed his mirror? Marco hit something the other day leaving the gym, and it made a very loud, like, plastic metal smack. Like you know the sound of a car hitting something. It's very loud and unique. You know exactly what it is. And he comes in the next time he's there, and people ask him, because it was that memorable, that people in the gym remembered days later to ask Marco what that noise was, what he hit, and he was like, what are you talking about? He had no recollection. Still don't know.
I don't think I hit anything. I think it was the noise of my car suspension.
No, it was like an impact. It was like, goosh. That noise.
Yeah, it makes that noise when I come off that little lip in front of the gym sometimes, especially if I'm on the far right side.
Yeah, but
why didn't you say that?
It's only happened once ever.
Because after
twice a day.
Because after you guys said that, when I was in my car, I was like thinking like when I was driving, and then I heard a quiet version of it.
So you assume that the quiet version of what you heard inside your car was the same as what we heard?
Yes. I just don't know what I would have hit. Maybe it was that plastic container that was laying out there today.
No. This was weeks ago, Marco. Don't blame the plastic container.
I haven't seen $2 Nate in a while.
You know he died, right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Who?
The most popular homeless man we ever had in the Berkshire County.
He was a famous person.
Oh.
It was very odd, the amount of news stories. Well, that was like just when the internet was taking off with social media. That this homeless man captured a nation.
Someone wrote a song about him. It's on YouTube.
Never forget.
Wait, in Berkshire County area? This happened? Wow.
Specifically Pittsfield.
Oh, wow. That is crazy.
I mean, if he spent a lot of time on Tyler Street, if that helps you at all, Marco.
Yeah, we'll narrow this thing right down. North Street, Tyler Street, just those two.
I believe the YouTube video took place in front of the pizza shop on Tyler.
Oh, wow.
It actually, part of it features my grandfather's pizza place.
Oh.
Pizza.
Wow. That's
not to be confused with the Little Caesars slogan, pizza, which is just a small man stuttering, trying to say pizza.
Caveman, if you will.
A caveman.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that anymore.
No, we can.
I don't think so.
Wait, why?
A pre-civilized man. No, that's offensive.
Person?
A person that doesn't conform to the strict outlines that modern civilization creates.
Robert
How about that?
Flintstone. That's what we called them.
Robert Flintstone?
Yeah, the father.
I guess I'll do the read now.
Yeah. Right.
Are you sick of normal vitamins?
Yes,
They're just boring.
they are.
They don't taste great.
No.
And
none
honestly,
of them- you can put none of them up your butt. They're all orally taken.
it's just not for me. And you
They're-
have to take them with a meal?
Yeah.
Why
don't want-
am I playing by life's constraints? Don't
Why
you
do
wish
I-
your vitamins could be a meal?
Yes.
Flintstone vitamins.
Oh, wow. He's got Flintstones. Are they also suppositories?
They don't say they can't be.
With enough effort and enough willpower, anything's a suppository.
That's their slogan. Whether you're working in the coal mines with Mr. Slate or getting yelled at by your prehistoric wife, Flintstone vitamins. Yabba
being-
dabba doo.
Are being misnamed by a millennial.
Misnamed?
Yeah, his name's not Robert, dum-dum.
What's his name?
Fred.
Fred. It's an inspiration. Super easy to remember.
Oh,
Fred
I
Flintstone
thought-
clearly.
I thought he was doing a bit. I was just
I-
like, I don't
no.
know who this.
was Robert.
Oh, I swear I've heard Rob Flintstone.
Yeah, probably some guy that lives down your street named Rob Flintstone.
No.
take him off.
That's a
They call
that's a
him a-
street name.
End it now.
Nope.
Do you know a guy named Rob that lives on Flintstone Street?
Uh,
There is a Flintstone Ave. It's up in farther up in Dalton, though.
there's I think
That's almost.
like right down the street is Flintstone Drive here, but I don't know.
Oh, actually, you drive by it all the time on your
You know,
commute.
Brandon actually used to do. He was a beat cop on the mean streets of Dalton, Flintstone Street specifically. He used to have to go there very often for all 4 houses.
That's an inside joke for Berkshire County people because Flintstone Ave is like a dirt road that's not paved.
And it's
Pretty
barely.
sure there's no houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where that is now.
No, he doesn't.
Brandon,
Marco,
what's
you can't even find the gym if you take a left off of your normal route. So I highly doubt you know where Flintstones Ave is deeper into Berkshire
Marco
County.
can't wait until the robots take over. Marco is just waiting for AI to take over so he can just become enslaved by the robots.
Wasn't there a movie where they like got onto these things
I can't wait for this.
where like
Wasn't there a movie where the AI comes alive?
no
Yeah.
where they play VR and it's robots fighting each other, but like it's real life robots.
That
You're
was
talking
bad.
about Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
You're thinking of BattleBots. It was real life. Those were real people, and those were real robots.
In 1998, nothing was more real than BattleBots.
No, it's not. This
Mark-
came out like a couple
Marco
years
found
ago.
old BattleBots footage. Marco found old BattleBots footage and thought that it was a sci-fi movie because he couldn't believe that people would actually build robots and fight.
He
each
didn't
other.
leave his mom's house for months.
Maybe it was called Pacific Rim. I don't know.
Okay, so you're combining like 3 different movies.
Yeah,
Real
this is-
Steel with Hugh
Oh,
Jackman
Real Steel!
is Rocky with robots.
Yeah. That's the one.
It wasn't virtual reality. They physically found robots and made them fight.
Oh.
So
and they
was,
controlled them.
Yes.
was there a Rock Sock'em Robots movie?
It wasn't Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It was called Real Steel. It was very similar.
They
They found these robots,
Yeah. They
had
control
controllers. Hugh Jackman was coming off of like 4 X-Men movies. Never been. It's not a bad movie. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
And their robot could feel things. So that's why he was the best.
Hugh Jackman is the most well-respected actor who's done probably the least respect-worthy roles. Like he's
This
good.
is the greatest show.
Like X-Men, he should get no credit for.
How
And
dare you?
Yeah, but those are not like people see him as like a true, like a real actor, right? And he played one guy 5 times, 4 times, 5
A
times.
lot of more than that, I think.
And then he played a fighting robot movie. What else has he been in?
He was in Les Miserables.
That's why people like him. He's in one of those weird artsy movies that people like.
He likes artsy movies. I've heard his interviews.
The Greatest Show. He did an original musical.
Never heard of it.
Oh no! Well, my thing is just like you just don't like the movies he does. Doesn't mean he doesn't do them. You're Marcoing it, is what you're doing.
Vince, no. Les Miserables.
Wow, that's our 50% relation.
Les Miserables is the only one that is valid argument. What else? Has he won an Oscar?
Multiple, I believe.
For what? Logan?
I don't know. I wish we had a tech guy to look this shit up and put it on the screen.
Yeah, I wish we had one person that was in charge of...
Who am I searching?
No.
No, it'll be easier for me to look at my phone.
Literally to look it up on his phone.
Hugh Jackman. Filmography.
No, we got 3 people looking it up.
Now we're all looking it up. That's great for the podcast.
I
can't wait to see who finds it first.
Yeah.
All right, Wolverine Logan.
He got... Oh, no. He was a Best Actor nomination in 2013. He did not win.
Okay, so all of these, of the top 5, they're all X-Men movies. He was in a Wolverine movie and a Logan movie. Come on, guy. That's 2 Wolverine movies. It's called different things.
Well,
that was the third one. That was the third in the series.
Yeah.
I don't care. Real Steel.
The issue you should have is that he did 2 different robot movies.
Okay,
he did Real Steel and Chappie.
Oh, I know. Van Helsing. That was a real hit.
It was, though. It's one of those cult movies. People love that movie. Also, you're going after Hugh Jackman Wolverine. What's the name of the podcast?
Wolverines in the Gym.
Nerds in the Gym. The one guy that does both. One guy doing a nerd franchise who has to work out a lot is the one you're going after. Okay, after he retired from the role.
The only movie I give him any credit for is The Prestige. That was a good movie.
What about Prisoners?
Never heard of it.
Me neither. Les Miserables. What? I can't.
Marco, we've said it 14 times. The American way and the correct pronunciation.
I'm hearing it. Les Miserables.
I challenge Hugh Jackman to an acting off right now, officially on the show, on our podcast. Hugh Jackman, I know you're listening. We're going to do an act off right now.
So you're saying he's not a good actor?
I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying that they treat him like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Leonardo DiCaprio has been in don't scoff at me. He is a great actor, and he has been in some high drama, high technical movies. Hugh Jackman has been in 18 X-Men movies and Les Miserables.
And he's been in Happy Feet.
He played Penguin number 13.
I'm sorry. You want to talk about a short body of work? Let's look at Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right, don't even start with me on Leonardo DiCaprio. It's not.
No, don't get me wrong. I like Leo from Wolf on Wall Street on. I used to hate him. This would have been a fight 10 years ago.
All right, let's look up Leonardo DiCaprio's roles. Titanic.
I never saw it.
It doesn't matter. It's beloved.
Right.
It's a beloved movie.
Titanic is a beloved movie by millions.
Titanic? No.
Everyone loves Titanic.
No. Awful.
All right, don't start this now.
Joe, you had to know this was coming.
All right, Shutter Island. Yeah.
Pass.
How dare you? Inception.
Never saw it.
Yeah, but okay. So you're just doing the thing you got mad at me for. What I'm saying is these are actually good standalone movies.
Okay, no. You'll see my point in a minute here. Are you looking at the dates of these movies?
Yeah.
He does one movie every 3 years.
No. I'm not talking about quantity. I'm talking about diversity. He was in The Departed. That was a great movie. You saw that.
The record, everyone was in The Departed.
Django Unchained.
Was he great in that, though?
Yes, he was.
Was Jamie Foxx great in that?
They were both great in that. They were both really good. Blood Diamond, great movie. Mm-hmm. Gangs of New York.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I'm not saying he's a bad actor at all. He's a good actor. But if you're only giving me one movie every 3 years... No. That's not
the thing. The thing is that he has a diverse and fairly abundant body of work. And
so here's my thing.
Acting. Yeah,
I will sit down and watch the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
More often than I'm going to sit down and watch The Revenant. I watched The Revenant once.
I think you're confused about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Hugh Jackman isn't a good actor, and I'm not saying that he wasn't great in the X-Men movies. What I'm saying is name any other comic book star, like any other comic book actor that is lauded as a yes, give me one.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but he's in a bunch of other stuff too. And I don't think no one sees him as they see him as Iron Man, right? He plays Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Plays himself. He's not like a good, diverse actor. They treat Hugh Jackman like he is an Oscar, diverse, high talented actor. He's a good actor. What he does.
Go ahead, Mark.
Chris Pratt.
Marco,
So
go upstairs. Time out. Time out for you.
There's 400 Marvel movies, and that's who you come up with. The one that doesn't do any other movies except sci-fi movies. My thing, I would counter
Parks
with
and Rec.
Cumberbatch.
The guy that plays the Hulk, who's that guy?
Mark Ruffalo.
Edward Norton.
Mark Ruffalo. He's had some diverse movie roles.
Scarlett Johansson. She's too diverse.
She's gonna get canceled. No, see, I'm not saying prolific. I'm saying that they're respected in the acting community as being artistic, true actors.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That one actually that works.
Chadwick Boseman.
I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. I think you presented it oddly.
I'm not saying I don't like Hugh Jackman or that he's a bad actor.
I thought we were having a really Dr. Cox moment.
No.
Where all of a sudden you were just going to go after Hugh Jackman every week.
I was doing a little bit of that for the sake of the podcast, but the honest thing is that you just see him a lot, and people are always like, "Oh my God, he's an amazing actor," but he's really just been in X-Men movies and
he also did a stage show before the pandemic. He was selling out arenas, just doing songs that he used to do on Broadway.
Oh, singing. So maybe that's why, because he has a good voice too. So it's he's kind of a double threat. Is there anything
Voice
else?
of an angel.
Is he a dancer too?
Oh, he slays the tap.
Okay, so he's a triple threat. Did you steal that cup from Mom's house?
Your mom's house?
That cup's at Mom's house.
Oh no, I stole it from Fenway Park.
I don't think you stole it. I think you bought it.
Well, they robbed me with how much it cost. Am I right, guys?
Hey, yo. Hey. Zinger.
For the record, can we just take a moment and give ourselves a hand for that conversation? Because we mentioned Leonardo DiCaprio, who was in The Great Gatsby with Tobey Maguire, and no one brought up Tobey Maguire.
Oh, now we're talking Toby.
I just found out the other day that there were two people. I thought they were both Tobey Maguire, and then I found out yesterday that they're different people. So the guy from that 70s show, I thought he was also Tobey Maguire my whole life.
Eric Foreman?
No. Topher Grace.
Oh, man. Yeah, Topher Grace. I just found out
that's Eric Foreman.
Okay, I just found out that he is not Tobey Maguire.
His hair is lighter.
Spider-Man 3 together.
Yeah, they were both in Spider-Man 3.
No, they weren't any of the same scenes. Watch it again.
Yes, they were. They fought each other.
No, that doesn't sound right. CGI. They were wearing suits. They were both wearing suits. Did you ever see Tobey Maguire's face and the other guy?
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire too.
They had a confrontation at the Daily Bugle.
All right, but did you see them at the same time?
Yes.
Or did they do that? The worst part about me getting older watching TV and movies is you can tell when the actors aren't together.
I know, yeah.
So it was the last season of Scrubs I watched this summer where the one that plays JD was actually having a movie career, so he wasn't there all the time.
Right.
So they kept shooting him from behind.
Yeah.
And doing all these weird camera angles.
And then
it was so cringy.
Yeah. And then they they're not talking.
They're just talking to a wall.
It must be that's the weirdest part about acting is how many times you have to run those scenes. Because the camera angles change, and the camera angles change to angles that wouldn't see the other cameras. It's not like they set up two cameras and film the scene over and over again. They've got to place the camera, film it a bunch of times, place it on the other side, film that side of the scene a bunch of times. You know what's amazing? Two things. How many of the shows we watch are filmed in Canada, and how many Canadian actors are Canada has I don't think of Canada for any other things than hockey players and actors.
Universal healthcare.
Yeah, but there's no
wildlife.
There's no Canadian doctors or famous Canadian engineers or scientists.
Bryan Adams.
Who's that?
Bryan Adams.
Who's that?
Quebec.
You're telling me right now you don't know who Bryan Adams is?
Montreal.
Is he on fire?
Canadian national treasure.
Never heard of him.
Toronto.
Celine Dion. Ever heard of her?
Yeah, no, they've got media covered. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
The Great
Movies,
Lakes.
music. Marco, get out of
That's
here.
Michigan.
There's 6 of them. 5.
Sorry, but you're telling me there's a lot of great what from Canada?
Movies, actors, media people.
I think the issue is that they're too polite to brag.
Yeah, it could be. But like all those house shows on HGTV, most of those are filmed in Canada. The USA shows, a lot of those are filmed in Toronto. They have
So you're telling me Trading Spaces right now is being filmed in Canada?
No, that's filmed in like Appalachia. That's filmed in the deep, dirty South.
You're telling me Vanilla Ice's Trick It or Flip It was all Canada?
Yeah, it's a fake Vegas set. They call it Vegas, but it really just takes place in Canada.
That's where they film.
I'm surprised they let him in. He's got a pretty big rep sheet.
That's where they film Atlanta.
In Canada?
Not anymore, Marco.
Why not?
Not Marco.
Have you not been keeping up with the news?
No, what's happening in Canada?
Not Canada, Georgia.
Oh.
You said everything's filmed in Georgia.
No, I said Atlanta.
And then I said not anymore.
I said Atlanta's being filmed in Canada.
No,
Wait, why? What's going on in Georgia?
Georgia is notoriously known for movies and TV shows being filmed there because they get tax breaks.
Yeah, and what happened?
Georgia has put in legislation that makes it harder for minorities to vote. So people are refusing to go there now. Major League Baseball actually pulled the All-Star game from Georgia.
Do you know what the legislation is?
I didn't.
Is it like gerrymandering where they do those they redo the voting areas so that it's like less of a chance that minority voters will have a sway on it? It's this thing they used to do all the time where they would like change voting maps so that they would split up neighborhoods in weird ways so that like minorities would stay a minority in areas instead of doing like a grid or something like that. And then their votes didn't matter as much because they were kind of watering out with other people's votes.
There's always ways to manipulate things. Marco, are you looking this up or no?
Marco is sleeping with his eyes open.
No.
Marco,
I didn't know I was supposed to.
He's trying to
Like, I don't even know what to type.
just put in like Georgia voting laws.
Oh, that's the first thing that pops up.
If it's a hot topic, it'll come up pretty quick.
Inside corporate.
Just like- Or hot.
Okay. Inside corporate America's frantic response.
Sorry, you guys ready? I already found it.
Okay.
Voting rights advocates have decried Georgia's new laws in an attempt to influence those whose votes are counted and suppress turnout, particularly among black and brown voters who helped Democrats clinch a narrow victory in Senate elections. So this gives Republican majority legislation more control over county election boards, which certify elections. It also adds voter ID requirements for absentee ballots, limited access to ballot drop boxes, while codifying them into state law. So pretty much what Joe was saying earlier.
Oh, I found all 98 pages of the bill.
Yep, good job,
Marco. Sift through that the rest of the podcast, and then at the end of it, I want you to just give us a very concise.
You would be lucky if I even got through 20 pages of this within the next 45 minutes.
Fortunately for you, I'm a very lucky person. It's my greatest skill.
Oh God, yeah, no, I haven't read in a long time.
Me don't read too good.
We're gonna find out Marco doesn't know how to read, and then we're gonna have to teaching him how to read.
It's not that I don't know how to read; it's that I don't comprehend what I read.
I know what the letter sounds are. At. Don't know what it is.
So, do we have any nerd news today?
We got a little bit of nerd news. Marco, tell us what's going on with Ellen DeGeneres this week. What's Ellen's ratings looking like for the post-Easter
I
week?
think it dropped another rating.
Another rating, just one. And that was Marco. Marco turned off the TV. He was like, she lost a viewer.
She never had me as a viewer. Shameful.
All right. This first one, our friend Pedro Pascal.
Oh,
reportedly he signed a new deal for multiple Mandalorian projects.
Oh, yeah.
But the issue is The Last of Us, the HBO TV series.
Right.
They released this contract for that. They have first right of denial, which means this is going to be his primary focus. So if he wants to go do The Mandalorian, he has to ask their permission first.
Right.
And if it conflicts with dates, they can tell him no.
Yeah.
All right, Disney's got up the salary for him.
Why don't they just get Norman Reedus to do The Last of Us? He loves doing video games. And then he can be free to do The Mandalorian.
Hold on.
I think it's crazy you got something that's printing money and you sign a contract for something you don't know if it's going to be good or not.
Right.
And give them first right of denial.
You only need Pedro Pascal for A, the voice, and B, for if he takes the mask off.
Right. So if they have to locate somebody in the Starship database, they're probably going to need a Marco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco. They can probably find a pretty convincing voice actor. They're just going to replace him.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring up the article I read had a really interesting one. So if you remember Chris Pratt when he was doing Guardians of the Galaxy.
I feel like I've heard that recently. Who said that?
And Parks and Recreation.
Oh, it's Marco's favorite actor.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing two at the same time. So Parks and Rec could have told him, no, you can't do this Disney movie. But since they were friends with him, they're like, oh, yeah, absolutely, go do this.
Yeah.
And they moved the whole cast to England. So it's like it could work out fine.
Well, what's crazy, too, is that not only did he have to do that, but he also had a huge physical transformation for that role. And it kind of changed who Andy was as a person, as a character. Like, it wasn't just the time they lost. They lost pudgy, goofy Andy.
How'd you lose all that weight? I just stopped drinking beer. I will say Parks and Rec going to England was probably one of the best TV series moving locations I've ever seen. Like, especially like in the 80s, that was a big thing. It's like, 4 episodes, we're going to Hawaii, guys.
I remember Full House would go to Disney World every once in a while.
That was a solid 3-episode arc.
Yeah.
As a kid, that blew my mind. I was just like, she got to be princess for a day?
I want to be princess for a day. I want to be a princess.
Uncle Jesse's not making time for Aunt Becky.
Wow. Well, Brandon.
So that was that.
Brandon and I have our own TV show coming out.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, so
the Marco and Brandon late night comedy hour.
Yeah. No, we're going to set up a live feed. I go on a date with somebody, but the viewers choose what I do. They have to make all the decisions for me. They do a vote. Brandon, how's it work again?
So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit there and wait for the votes to come in? Yeah. Marco, why are you sitting there staring at me? Oh, I'm waiting for the voters to tell me what to do.
I like how you throw it back to me. No, it's pretty much the premise where it's just like it has to be in real time. If you have a big enough audience, it won't be an issue at all.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
I think it would be great.
I mean,
are they?
It's just going to be a fireball. Like it's not going to be like great
because the viewers are going to vote like the worst outcomes possible
every time.
Yeah, but how are they voting? Are you picking 4 things and they're voting on them, or are they just throwing? Okay, so you know those 4 things was going to come up next then.
One of the 4.
So you could have all the voting done ahead of time.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a better idea.
And then you're just feeding, and then the producer feeds it to Marco.
Otherwise, we're gonna have Marco stalling.
So that's why stuff. You said it was in real time, and he's gonna have to wait for all the votes to come in. And get counted.
So in real time for the audience, I guess is what I meant. Because I still like to believe TV has our best interest at heart.
Right.
That reality TV is actually reality and not.
Have you guys seen Bad Trip yet?
No.
Yeah, it's on my watch list though. I wanted to watch it when it came out a year ago, and then pandemic hit.
That's just the perfect time when pandemic hit.
Also, don't shake your head because you never watch any of our recommendations.
Your recommendations suck. Suck your recommendations.
Yeah, like Space Jam 2 trailer. Did you watch that?
No, of course not.
Nerd news.
Ellen DeGeneres, breaking news. This Wednesday, Mark Wahlberg comes back to talk about his new movie. Be there. Ellen news.
Is that the movie?
What?
I imagine it's
LeBron James.
No, I think Marky Mark Wahlberg is going to do a movie called Be There, but it's B with 2 E's. And remember how B movies became like a thing in the in 2000s? He's gonna try to bring it back like way too late, and it's
The
gonna
B
be a love
movie.
story where Marky Mark is a bee, and he wants the other bee to be there. Except he has a front stinger instead of a back stinger.
I'm so confused now. Like
I mean, it's not his best bit, Marco, but you can give him a half a chuckle.
Marky Mark, front stinger, be there.
And that's
like
going to be the tagline.
Front singer. Okay. Yeah. I get it.
No, you don't.
No, it's front stinger.
Yeah, but he was the
Marky
front
was the
singer
bee
for
out of
Marky
town.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
No.
Oh.
That's not it.
Marco, are you doing the Space Jam conversation, or are you not?
Well, I don't know enough about it. I never saw the first one. I don't. Well, no, I saw it. It was just like a very long time ago to where I don't remember anything. I know. I know it's like
First one,
Looney Tunes and basketball.
I can't do it. I can't do this one. I thought I could. I was excited for it, but they kidnap LeBron James's son. Don Cheadle kidnaps LeBron James' son, so they have to go into the Looney Tunes Matrix.
Don Cheadle?
Yeah.
The man?
I'm pretty sure he's playing a character, but since he doesn't have a cartoon, he's literally playing.
I hope it's just Don Cheadle who just takes his kid.
Hold on. Back to the Marvel conversation. He has other roles that isn't just Marvel.
Damn it, Marco. But Don Cheadle's another one that's a great actor, but you can't name anything he's in.
Oh.
Yeah. Don Cheadle is right there with Hugh Jackman for me.
And now you just spiked the volleyball for Joe. Thanks, Marco.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Get your ass back on the sideline.
So,
oh my God.
Marco, you sent the trailer. Why are you not telling us about this?
Because I didn't understand what was happening.
It's a movie for 8-year-olds, and you didn't understand what was happening? LeBron James' kid gets stolen. James has to play basketball to get his kid back again with the Looney Tunes.
All right. I was going to try to guess, and that was going to be my guess, having not even seen the trailer, what the movie's going to be about. And Marco sees the trailer and can't figure it out.
Well, it didn't look like it had any like legitimate plot.
You didn't watch the trailer, did you?
No, I did. They were.
You didn't watch the trailer. Again,
yes, I did.
A video that you didn't
wait
watch
a second.
Group chat.
What happens in the trailer?
So there's a big Don Cheadle looks like Emperor Palpatine through a hologram. He's talking to LeBron James. They went through like this big database, I think, at one point. LeBron James starts flying through space, turns into a cartoon, finds the Looney Tunes. They play basketball, and yeah.
So from that, you weren't able to derive any plot?
No, I didn't even know LeBron James' kid was in it.
Well, you just said.
I didn't know until Brandon said anything.
Okay, that's why I asked you what you saw in the trailer.
Yeah, I said LeBron James goes through the thing to become a cartoon, plays basketball.
What did him and Don Cheadle talk about?
I wasn't listening to the dialogue.
Did you watch it muted?
No, it was really early in the morning, and I can't hear sometimes in the morning.
You wake up deaf every morning?
Yeah.
No,
Morning
it's just
deafness is a real thing, Joe.
It's just
millions
like
of people suffer.
Things sound muffled. It's just like it's more like a lack of concentration, I think.
Because your head's under a pillow.
You should have said it to us, knowing that you wanted to talk about it in the podcast. Why wouldn't you listen to it?
I listened to it, but I didn't hear it.
That's not listening.
It's not listening.
Listen to it when you can hear. When your morning deafness goes away, you can listen to it again.
I listened to the flashing lights.
Do you remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That was like a risque version of the adult cartoon mix.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing it on TV as a kid and not enjoying it.
It was
probably because it was for adults.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening? Who's there?
It's really none of your business, Marco.
What Joe does between the hours of 10 and 12 every Monday.
I was actually about to say, oh, is it Brandon? But I forgot that Brandon's here on the podcast.
Is it because of
you
your
would swear Marco's stoned right now.
I'm very tired right now.
Why did you only sleep for 9 hours last night?
Last night I slept for, let's see, like probably 7.
7 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Probably what I average.
Saturday night I got 3 hours, so 10 hours in the past 2 days. Gotta get that average up.
You know you don't need to sleep that much, right?
Yeah, you do. To get recovered. Yeah, you do. What makes you think you don't need to sleep that much?
A lifetime of experience, science.
Science
Other
says
people-
7 to 9 hours. So I am for
Has
10.
any
You sleep
As-
10.
Yeah,
You just proven your own point.
for me. I'm an anomaly. It's like the outlier on a big long bar of numbers. Big long plot of numbers.
Yeah, aren't you tired all the time?
Yeah, usually.
So
aren't you
clearly
sad that you
sleeping-
don't have any energy?
Sleeping 10 hours clearly is not working.
Marco,
But I
have you
haven't been
tried
sleeping
Zoloft?
10 hours recently. I've been trying. I get if it
And you can't sleep because your body's not tired anymore.
but mentally I'm
Like, I
tired.
remember that after 8 hours, I can't sleep anymore. You left here the other day and told Charlie at 4 o'clock that you were going to bed.
That was on what, Wednesday?
And it was a Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Into Thursday.
Yeah, last Monday I got into bed at 6 o'clock. I don't think I fell asleep until 8 though.
So that's not sleeping though.
Yeah, I try. A lot of the time that I say I'm sleeping, I'm laying in bed trying to sleep.
Okay, so why don't you go to bed later? Because you're obviously not sleeping for those first couple hours. Marco, this is so aggravating.
Because if I go to bed later, then it pushes off how long I lay in bed before I fall asleep.
No, but you're not tired, so why not falling asleep?
Or
If you were
are you
tired,
using
you'd
your
fall asleep.
phone in bed?
No, I use it before
Watching
I go into
TV?
bed.
He for
Turn off
sure
screens.
is. He so is.
No.
That's how. Watch the trailer. It was already in his bedroom. So he woke up. His phone is right. He's trying to
No,
say that he doesn't
I
have.
I watched the trailer when I was having my cup of coffee upstairs up on the couch.
And you couldn't hear.
No,
You had gotten all the way
No.
upstairs, still deaf.
no.
This
You
is
know what?
this is what Marco heard with the trailer. It's like, coming soon. Basketball.
You know what
Bugs
it is?
Bunny.
It's that Gen Z attention span. Marco can't only focus on one
Are
thing.
you kidding me?
So he was probably TV was on. He was reading something.
Normally-
Just
Coffee
kidding.
was too hot.
Normally every morning I watch 2 18 to 20 minute long videos, and I pay attention the entire time.
Oh, are those just your morning
What'd you watch?
operation?
What did you watch this morning?
They're
So
great.
I watched
You can do this.
I watched FaZe Jev's spectating Warzone video where he just sits there and talks.
What does that even mean?
Warzone is the
that you can listen
is
to.
the Call of Duty Battle Royale game, and
How long was the video?
it was 15 minutes.
Okay,
It
you
was
watched
this
all of it,
many's.
and you were able to retain it pretty well.
Yeah, he was spectating people and making funny commentary over it.
Okay, but you couldn't watch the 2-minute trailer and retain just the general plot from it.
I was watching the 2-minute trailer. I just wasn't comprehending what was going on.
So
Yeah,
I
but
think
you-
Looney Tunes is in trouble if a college student in his 20s can't understand your trailer.
I just don't get it. The cartoon
It's.
doesn't make any sense.
I bet you
Like,
if I
is he a
watched
cartoon?
it.
Is he a man?
Marco, do you believe that cartoons and humans shouldn't mix, shouldn't commingle? Because that's a little antiquated.
Like it was
for these
weird.
That
days.
Like it
explains why
was
he
weird
hated
when
Tom and
LeBron
Jerry.
James was the cartoon. They made him way too big for what his actual build is.
No, they didn't. He's like 6'4".
No, they made him too bulky.
He was standing next to Looney Tunes. Of course he's going to look bulky.
And also, it's cartoon.
I wish they made Bugs a little more shredded. That's why I don't understand the plot.
Marco's like, he looked a little fake as a cartoon.
I remember
That's the point.
Bugs Bunny at one time goes, "What's up, Dak?" He did his tagline. I remember that.
Catchphrase.
I remember that.
That's so.
Are we a Walking Dead show?
Yeah, so I'm not up to date though. What season are we on right now?
I think we're on 9 or 10. I stopped when Carl died.
What?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh my God, Carl's dead. Oh no. I think I remember that because I remember Rick would go like this. No, but he does that a lot, so I'm not sure if it was when Carl died or not.
Marco, you watch Walking Dead?
No, I've never seen it, but where are they on season
Doesn't
12?
understand the plot. It's okay. So I just brought it up because Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the one that plays Negan, this is nerd news. Let me make sure I read this tagline right. Walking Dead's Jeffrey Dean Morgan learned the hard way not to get hot sauce on his genitals.
Oh really? I saw that Hot Ones episode.
That's what he said.
It must have happened after, though.
After that, he didn't wash his hands before using the bathroom.
Oh, that's hilarious. So, what's his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yes.
So
JDM.
After watching that Hot Ones episode, he has become the #1 celebrity I think I could actually get along with in real life. Guy lives on a farm out in upstate New York. He isn't so worried about. He just talks freely, not so PC oriented. He drives a motorcycle. Sounds like a man cut from my own cloth.
Man in a long-term committed relationship.
His favorite role he's done is the comedian in The Watchmen, which is one of my favorite movies. Maybe my favorite movie of all time.
He seems very down to earth.
Yeah.
For me, it's that and the guy from Mad Men. He seems pretty chill.
John Hamm?
That's the one.
You just think he's handsome.
Oh, and JDM isn't?
Yeah, but that's not why I like him. I don't care that he's handsome.
That's just a nice perk. Other nerd news, so the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman, has a new show on Amazon Prime, Invincible.
Where he sells things at Costco?
Nope, it's a cartoon superhero show from a comic book he made in the 90s.
Interesting.
I like it so far. I would not recommend it to you.
No.
It's not a Joe show.
I'm hit or miss with superhero. I think I'm really going to enjoy Zack Snyder. I like dark superhero. I don't like the real nice ones. I don't like
this is super dark.
I like dark.
But it's a cartoon. You're hit or miss in the cartoon.
I like Rick and Morty.
This one's a little bit slower. I'm not going to recommend it to you, Joe.
Solar Opposites.
You hate Solar Opposites?
I haven't seen it. I was just being.
I watched season 1. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Is it good?
I enjoy it. It's very Rick and Morty-esque. The animation style.
The animation style, and the guy that does the voices does a lot of the voices are probably very similar.
But Rick and Morty trailer came out. Thoughts?
Oh, looks great.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited they're doing Voltron.
Yeah. There was that one little clip of the guy Poopy Butthole, was that his name? Mm-hmm. It was something like him. He was running around with a target on him, and he was begging them to hunt him. Just that alone, that's going to be a great episode. There's some creature that wants to be hunted, and then Rick's like, "Don't hunt him to completion."
He was like, what I got from his Poopy Butthole was getting excited by getting shot at.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting from it.
It was Poopy Butthole, right? Is the same guy?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'll have something else to watch eventually.
You have plenty of stuff to watch. You just refuse to watch it.
Watch The Misfits. You'd like it.
And with your morning deafness, you just can't do anything before 9.
Wait, give yourself a couple hours. Maybe watch a few trailers. Maybe watch something that you really want to talk about on a video while you have your morning deafness, and then watch The Misfits after.
Okay.
Or then I've been recommending Plebs for a while.
Yeah. I've had so many things to recommend. Everybody keeps telling me to watch Justice League. Haven't gotten around to that yet.
I've just been watching videos of other people who watched it.
Like the cartoon?
The Justice League cartoon?
The DC Justice League from 1996.
People have been wanting me to read these comic books. I'm not even really sure what they are. They're like still...
I don't really get the plot. There's a lot of pictures.
They're like still versions of the movies I like.
Did you guys check out any of the new Star Wars that dropped last week on Disney Plus? I didn't know they were even dropping them. It just showed up.
Wait, what?
Right now that they dropped them. What were they? What was it?
One day you're gonna read that group chat and you're gonna figure out everything you've missed. And Marco is confused, but Marco's the one that responded in the group chat.
The problem is, if you guys send more than 5 messages, is it no chance I'm looking back that far.
I feel like I'm being gaslighting. Am I the only one in this group chat just talking to myself?
No, the vintage Star Wars stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Vintage Star Wars. Who knew?
So I haven't seen any of those, but Clone Wars.
Oh, have you guys not seen the Ewoks movie?
No.
I have not seen it, no.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, it's horrible, but you have to watch it. It's with kids. Like, kids go to the Ewok planet.
Endor?
I do laugh.
It's not a planet. It's not a planet. It's a forest moon.
Ewok village. Ewokland.
Ewokland.
You do realize George Lucas has been trying to bury the majority of this stuff for years. So the idea that Disney Plus is like, just take it.
It's just a smack in the face.
We're not going to do your script, and we're also giving away everything that you've ever been embarrassed by.
Is the holiday special on there?
No.
Not yet. They made a new one that Marco recommended and then didn't watch.
Of course, naturally.
Yep.
Was that animated?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Lego is awful.
The Lego one, right? Marco's favorite.
Aurelia would like it. Yeah, they delayed the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game again.
I did read that.
We were talking about this. I don't understand how you delay a video game. It just seems like it's got to be the easiest industry to keep going with a lockdown.
I don't think it's the lockdown is the issue. I think that it's so broad. And ever since that last Grand Theft Auto game where they made the designers work 90 hours a week for 6 months, and then people got upset. I guess we can't overwork video game designers anymore.
That was Red Dead Redemption, and then there's a bunch of backlash for the Cyberpunk doing the same thing.
Did you played Cyberpunk, right, Marco?
So I played through it, and then they issued the refund, and then I got the refund, so I never played through it again.
Oh yeah, didn't they? They just added a huge update, I think.
Yeah, I'm waiting though until they have until A, either I get a PC, or B, until they have a PlayStation 5 Xbox Series X version, because the PS4 version is just awful.
Oh, you played it on the old console?
Well, I played on my PlayStation 5, but they didn't have like an updated graphics setting or anything. So it's just...
So they don't have a PS5 version
Not yet. It's coming like within a year.
But breaking news, guys, Marco finally fixed that controller. So
I did.
All of you guys that have been hitting me up on Twitter about Marco's controller, it's back.
We're back,
baby.
Twitter recently. I'm glad he's got a controller, though. That makes me happy.
Yeah. But I still want them to release a new controller.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, one, my controller is just, like, it is super old. It's past warranty.
Marco, how do you think you would fare in, like, 1985?
How do I think I would fare?
Yeah, just like in everyday life.
Like, I don't know. I probably, like, would just get pushed over, kicked in the stomach a bunch, and then go home.
What's this location?
What do you think that the 1980s was like?
I don't know.
I would just get beaten mercilessly and left on the side of the road on a daily basis.
Well, it wasn't even like he was assaulted. Like, they just pushed him over. So it's just like, it's a very push. Like, I feel like Joe, I feel like Joe right now is set up that he could very easily live in 1985.
Oh, yeah. Earlier.
Like,
I could go, I mean...
They didn't have solar. If you can't go too far earlier, they didn't have solar.
Yeah, but I feel like he'd be okay with limited electricity.
Yeah, it'd be fine. The amount that my solar broke in the last year and a half, I was living without electricity for a large portion of it.
See,
I feel like I could do it. It would be a little bit of an adjustment. I feel like I could have done it like
it's
US 2010 brand, and it would have been a lot easier. But
yeah, it's really the heat, big thing. If you have like a wood stove, you're all set because your heat controls the electricity controls your heat. Yeah, especially you have
the 80s. I'm doing 80s Miami.
Oh, okay. Oh, so your biggest issue would just be your wardrobe then. You got to get some large collared shirts, maybe some more flowing pants.
Think Steve Harvey, Kings of Comedy.
I think I could get by.
Marco, you just complained about a controller.
Yep.
For a game system.
But I wouldn't have it.
Marco,
right, so would you just be at the arcade all day?
No.
You just said you'd get mildly abused and do nothing to stop it. If it was the 80s. What makes you think that you'd be okay?
I didn't even think about... Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't even try stopping it. I was thinking, like, if it was the...
He's pushed over, getting beaten, and all of a sudden you just hear, like, girls just want to have fun. Girls just... And he's just throwing haymakers at him.
Well, I thought you were saying, like, if I grew up in the 80s.
This period right now, like, if it wasn't 2021.
Don't do it when you want to go to it.
So I'm still my age and stuff, and I'm getting thrown back in time without this stuff.
just say like you grew up. Like I'm trying to do the math in my head. So you'd have been born in what, 68?
Yeah.
Something like that. And now this is you. Like, how would you fare?
Like I wouldn't have had any of that stuff, so I don't know like what I would have done during the time. I'd probably just, hang around.
I feel like somehow Marco took a fun burn concept and is just like, I might read a book, maybe have a sandwich or a Mr.
Like,
Pibb.
Would you rather? And he's like, I don't like either of those.
Like I would probably hang out with people more often.
Yeah, you and Mike would just talk on the phone.
With the little LAN cable coming out of the wall.
You and Mike would just play Pong at the same time in
Mark
different
would be
rooms.
like down on his bed, and his feet would be going back and forth on the bed and on the microphone. What do you do? No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
I don't know why everyone likes this Rob Lowe guy.
Yeah, he's handsome, but he's only really been in The Outsiders.
No, I would find stuff.
I'd let him push me down and assault me.
You guys act like I play video games a lot.
No, stop, Rob. Stop. Stop, Rob Lowe. I don't want to be pushed over.
Or Marco's complete, I don't listen to music. We're just like, you listen to the new Motley Crue? No.
See, I could not stand like 80s music for too long. Like
Marco,
like Motley
music
Crue
back
is
then.
from like the 80s, right? I can't listen to
Fair.
that.
Somewhere right now, your uncle is hiding from you. Just so angry. So we're at 55 minutes. Are we going to go make fun of Marco's lady hips?
Oh, man.
Well, Marco has lady hits. No, Marco. I don't even want to get into it, to be honest with you.
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
I mean, we can if you want, but as soon as Marco goes to one person, they tell him something, and now he's got all these ailments, and now I got to hear about him all day at the gym.
Now he's
Marco's
got a walker.
He's got the legs of a diseased polio patient. He's hobbling around now. He wasn't doing that before. He's got a hunchback, and he's dragging one leg behind him, walking around the gym because PT said that his back was misaligned.
Yeah, they said I had scoliosis too.
Yeah, they said he had scoliosis, which is a child's disease. Marco, grow up.
I tried doing that, and then I just got pushed back down to like the 3rd grade.
I tried growing up. My spine goes to the left.
The doctor metaphorically pushed me down and assaulted me.
His name? Rob Lowe. Hey.
Sad because I like Rob Lowe, but no.
And Rob Lowe may be one of the nicest like celebrities in the world. Like any interview I've seen with him, he's just a sweet guy.
He's very sweet, but he also like knows he's handsome.
Oh God. Yeah.
And somehow works it into conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're told they have to tell him that or what, but
Yeah, it would be annoying if he didn't say that.
right. He has this like perfect balance.
Yeah. It's like Joel McHale is very similar to him. They have like a similar vibe.
Mm-hmm. His Rogan interview was amazing.
Whose?
Rob Lowe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was good.
That was one of the best Rogans.
I was worried that he would be, I don't know, very careful, but he seemed to just kind of let he talked freely.
He dabbles in whereas like he was like one of the biggest stars in the world for like 4 years.
Right.
Just top tier. Then he went to TV when TV wasn't huge, made TV huge.
Yeah.
He just bounces back and forth with all these things. Like right now, I don't think he could do a movie by himself.
Right.
But he's always on TV for 3 seasons, then he leaves.
He was on The West Wing, right? What else was he?
West Wing, Parks and Rec.
Right, Parks and Rec. What was his like? I think West Wing was the big one though that he was on. That was like like TV at the time wasn't very good. And you had a show like that where they really.
West Wing's amazing. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's just 10 seasons long, so it's an investment.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to watch it. I promise.
I'll watch it a second time for you.
Thank you. And then let me know. And if you have any morning deafness, just put the closed captioning on so that you know what's going on.
Did you see the look on his face when he's like looking around? He's obviously like not paying attention.
We're losing
morning
him.
deafness. He's like, I have that.
Yep. I bet you it's a real thing. I bet you it's a real thing too.
Are you looking up morning deafness?
Yeah.
You know that you can look up, if you Google anything, you're going to find something that's going to confirm it.
Okay. It's called SSHL, sudden sensorineural hearing loss. It happens because there's something wrong with the sensory organs of the inner ear. Sudden deafness frequently affects only 1 year. People with SSHL often discover the hearing loss upon waking up in the morning.
Type this. I want you to put in video games cure cancer.
That's not a thing. They probably cause it.
Just put in video games cure cancer. I want you to tell me what you find.
Video games may not be an instant cure, but research has demonstrated that people have the ability to learn more when engaging in an interactive game, a phenomenon that game designers hope to leverage to help improve outcomes in a variety of diseases, including cancer.
Okay, now put in jumping up and down cures polio. Oh, no, we didn't do something more recent. Cures the flu.
Jim.
Was that the most current disease you could think of?
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else.
There's nothing, no other.
Well, it says fitness routines can help you, like exercising, not jumping up and down.
Well, all I'm trying to demonstrate is that if you put in something into Google, there's somewhere in the internet someone has said that thing. It doesn't mean it's true at all. Go ahead, make up your own thing.
I do like he was so excited to be like, "Oh, Joe's gonna say something. I'll type it." He didn't see you were making a point at all. He's like, "Oh, okay, peanut butter jelly."
You do that. Peanut butter jelly cures something. I don't know. Give me a disease.
Anxiety.
Butter jelly cures anxiety. Well, maybe it's
His mom goes
relaxing.
through his search
too.
history. She's going to be very confused.
Craving peanut butter. What does it mean? Depression. Psychiatric suggests peanut butter, chocolate. Hold on. Let me click on the article.
I do like that he doesn't summarize it. Like I summarized it when I was reading about Georgia laws. He's just going to read it, fade in and out.
Yeah.
A new study shows that certain types of foods may help relieve depression. Anxiety is not depression.
All right, guys, we're rocking an hour here. It's okay with you. I think that's a good stopping point, unless you want to have Marco look something else up for you.
No, I'm good. Let's call it.
All right. I'll see you in a few minutes, though. I'm going to head to the gym, I think.
Well, I'm leaving right now, but I wasn't going to.
But I get to do a presentation, so I can't be there.
Yeah.
Hey, just be careful with that morning deafness, Marco. Don't drive anywhere till it
You can drive. You just use your eyes instead.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. All right, guys. We've been Nerds in the Gym. I'm Brandon.
I'm Joe.
Marco.
All right, guys. Live long and prosper.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew.
You're not going to say pew?
Pew.
Pew.
Fuck.
We know who lost the duel. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.